Hi everyone. Just kidding. Um, it's already getting hot in here. This is shitty. But hey guys, I don't have anything to do today, so that's not true. I have a lot to do. I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, welcome back to another video. I honestly, I don't have much to say. All I have to say is I am bored and I wanted to read some Am I the Assholes because it's been a while since we read some Am I the Assholes. Let me take these off. The first Am I the Asshole that we're gonna get into, I just read the title. It's kind of messy, and then I look at the fucking user who posted it. Their name is Bisexual Messy. So, like, I think this is gonna be a little bit messy. Am I the asshole for refusing to do something special on my wedding day for my sister because she refused to do something for me at hers? I, 30F, I'm getting married this Sunday, and my sister Jessica, 28 female, got married 2 years ago. A couple of weeks before her wedding, my ex left me for another woman, and it was devastating because I thought that he was going to propose soon. At my sister's wedding, I asked her if she could throw the bouquet to me as to wish me luck, but she refused and said that she didn't want to damage it. What? I asked her to lend it to me for a couple of pics instead, and she refused that too. I said nothing more and I didn't bring it up again until now. Okay, my sister is pregnant and wants to announce it at my wedding. She asked and I said absolutely not. Yeah, like, why is she trying to steal the show? Don't propose at weddings. Don't announce your pregnancies. Don't, I don't know. Don't do any of that. When she asked why I told her that, 1, the wedding is for my fiance and I, and 2, she didn't do what I asked her to do at her wedding, so why would I do what she asks in mine? The way she's, like, phrasing this is so entitled. She didn't do what I asked her to do at her wedding. Like, you didn't have to word it like that. Like, you were low-key, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know, like, enough about the bouquet part of the wedding. Like, I know that it, like, is a big thing where, like, the bride, like, throws it and then, like, somebody catches it and that's, like, the person that's supposed to get, like, married next. But I swear I've seen so many videos where they throw the bouquet and there's literal children in the crowd, and it's like, let's not do that. Let's not. I mean, unless they just wanted to feel like a part of something. But if people are like, oh my god, this 8-year-old girl is the next one to get married, and there's just like a bunch of like 20, 30-year-olds in the group too. She's pissed and says that I'm being ridiculous. Our mother says that I'm being childish. Am I the asshole? Like, okay, you wanting the bouquet to be thrown at you, and then you wanting to take a photo with the bouquet, I don't think that's, like, serious. Like, I think that it's, like, whatever. Like, she could have easily said yes, and it would have, like, avoided this whole problem. But also, like, oh, okay. Somebody says asking for pictures of you holding it seems a bit off. I don't get that, though, because she said that she was about to get, like, proposed to, but also, like, if the, like, I don't know, was she trying to hold the bouquet, like, and pretend to be the bride? Because then that's weird, but I don't think she was trying to do that. I think she just wanted the, like, I don't know, because obviously the person who catches the bouquet is not going to be the next one to get married, or if they are, then that's, like, a coincidence. Like, obviously the whole, like, bouquet thing is not real. Urban legend or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I don't know, this is so hard. So let me just read this person's comment, because they seem to, like, have a like, strong opinion. Your request of her aiming the bouquet towards you, not unreasonable. It sounds like she didn't throw one at all for damage reasons. Okay, that's stupid. That's just flowers. What the fuck are we doing? Flowers getting damaged because you threw them? I mean, I guess maybe if it's like a feral crowd of, like, women that want to be married next. I don't know. Not asshole-ish. Asking for pictures of you holding it seems a bit off, but you were in an emotional place at that point, could be construed as asshole-ish. Making a big life-changing announcement at an event meant to honor someone else does make one an asshole. Your sister is. You are not the asshole. Ooh. P.S. Make sure the band DJ MC at the event knows not to let the mic get into your sister or brother-in-law's hands. They could easily just get somebody else to, like, be like, I'm the best friend of the bride, I want to make a toast. But also, like, why would they just give somebody the microphone? They're there to do a job, and they don't know these people. What if they're giving the microphone to, like, the ex that showed up and wants to, like, ruin it all? What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, your sister's a huge fucking asshole. Like she just sounds like a mean person, like not nice. Like she like can't even empathize for her own like sister. That's weird. Not the asshole, but not because you want revenge. Your wedding should only be about you. Make certain she does not get the microphone or make an announcement. Yeah, like um I don't know. The only thing that I will say about this, like I'm on this girl's side. The only thing I don't like is the way that she's like a full-grown adult and she's speaking like, am I the asshole for refusing to do something special on my wedding day for my sister because she refused to do something special for me at hers? It's also like, would you have let your sister do that anyway? I don't think so. You know? So like you're like I feel like this is a communication issue where you're looking at any opportunity to bring up like the not giving you the bouquet thing and trying to like use something like over her to like get her to talk about it, cuz like yeah, she was like really mean to you about that. I don't know why. All you asked is a moral boost, nothing serious in the grand scheme of things. That's what I think. Like obviously I think that because I don't really think, I don't know. Marriage to me is like confusing. I feel like most people that get married don't even actually love each other. Or most people that I've seen that are married anyway. God, these people are so fucking immature. My boyfriend and ex-husband work My boyfriend and ex-husband work together. That's crazy. Am I the asshole for giving my boyfriend food to take to work? How the fuck could you be? What the hell is going on? I, 26 female, was married for 4 years. We got divorced because I found out I couldn't have children. I was content to stay child-free. It wasn't a huge loss. My ex-husband really wants a mini-me and to pass on his legacy. Disgusting. I hate fucking people like that. Like, that's so weird. I should note we live in a small town and I have a type. My boyfriend of 7 months works with my ex-husband. They work as military contractors on airfields doing different jobs, but they work in the same area with the same guys. Why the Funny enough, when my boyfriend and I met, he said he always loved the stuff I made for their shop when I was married to my ex-husband. I now pack my boyfriend's lunch and send him stuff to take to work. Apparently a bunch of the guys they work with have been giving my ex-husband shit. Dating had apparently been going very poorly for him. I'm not shocked. Apparently this has been just making him not look forward to going to work. Aww. Aww. I don't give a fuck. My boyfriend is not looking... My boyfriend is significantly more attractive than my ex-husband, and they're making jokes about how I upgraded from one mechanic to another. My boyfriend doesn't mind because the jokes paint him in a good light and they tell him he's lucky. How would that joke paint him in a good light? She upgraded, he's better looking, you're annoying and stupid. What? How is he lucky? He sent me a long message asking me to stop sending stuff to work with my boyfriend so the guys will leave him alone. He also asked me not to come to their annual 4th of July thing. I kind of feel like he's making his problems my problem. I don't feel like it's a fair request, but I'm not completely unempathetic, so I'm willing to stop if most people think I should. No, he's like manipulating you, but I don't think you should go to the 4th of July thing just because, like, why would you put yourself in an environment where, like, all these grown-ass men are, like, making fun of your ex-husband because of, like, the relationship that didn't work out and how, you moved on to another guy that works there. Like, all those men sound like really unsafe people to be around, especially, like, for you specifically. Like, who cares what they fucking say to your ex-husband? All those people suck. All those people suck. I'm sorry. Military people fucking suck. Not the asshole. He has nothing to say or ask you. If your boyfriend loves bringing all that, tough luck. He has to accept it. And asking you not to come to a party is out of bounds. If he's having trouble accepting that you've managed to rebuild your life and he hasn't, he needs to rethink his approach. What does he think will happen if you don't show up and everyone explains that he asked you not to come? That last sentence made no sense. What does he think will happen if you don't show up and everyone explains that he asked you not to come? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway. But yeah, I also agree that like she should go to the party if she wants to, but why the fuck would she want to? Like, what the hell? What am I missing? Why would she want to go to a party with men like that? And like also, those men are not only fucking being a dick to like the ex-husband, but by like it also like goes to the current boyfriend. I don't know. I would just be like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, I don't know, we have a job to do. Shut the fuck up. Um, he needs to talk to his coworkers about their comments and behavior if it's bothering him, like an adult, it's not your problem. You think that they would do anything though? Like military people are like degenerates for the most part. Like they're crazy people who like want to go to war. Like are we understanding the situation and who is involved? Why the fuck would talking to them do anything? They're men. Not the asshole, but your ex-husband is. Imagine how your boyfriend would feel if you stopped sending him your baked goods just to cater to your ex. His problems are not yours. Yeah, you should not give a fuck about your ex-husband. He sounds like a loser. Not the asshole. The fact is you didn't actually do anything wrong. It's not your job to keep your boyfriend's coworker in line. Yeah, this is the same thing over and over. I just found a new subreddit called Am I the Buttface? I don't know what that is, but it sounds stupid and I want to explore it later. Am I the asshole for threatening to tell my sister we're both adopted if my parents don't make her treat me better? Do it anyway. My sister, 14 female, and I, 16 female, are oil and water, as my grandma says. Oh my god, that reminds me. When I played hockey as a kid, I literally, like, hated this one kid on my team one time. And then one time, our coach was like, you guys are like oil and water. And I, like, as a kid, I was, like, crazy. Like, I didn't understand anything, really. Like, I didn't understand how humans worked. I didn't know that, like, that was a saying. So I was like, I'm water, because I wanted to be water. And then my coach gave up, because that's usually how things go with me and adults. They, like, realize that I'm far beyond help. We just never get along. Okay, I feel that. Even when we like babies, we didn't play together the way you'd hope siblings would. That was a weird way to say that. It didn't get really bad until she was 8 and I was 10. That's when it became a problem big enough that we needed to be in different rooms. That's also when she started telling me that we weren't real sisters anyway because I was adopted. She says it all the time, and what she tells me has gotten longer and as she's gotten older. She brings up the fact that she looks like our parents when I don't, that mom and dad only love her because she's their real kid, and that they regret settling for me because they had her afterward. She said a few times that they tried to unadopt me but weren't allowed to, and that I should have been sent somewhere to be rehomed. It never bothered me that deeply, but it got old, and I used to think it wasn't true, so whatever. But then I found out, thanks to family members, that we're both adopted. Get her. Get her. Please, and do it on camera, and then post it, and then tag me. But then I saw proof of it being true, and not just for me, but for both of us, so I am adopted, but so is she. The way she said that it's like, I'm thinking of sentences. I can't think of one other than, like, as above, so below, but so I'm adopted, but so is she. Like, it sounds like a really dramatic, like, title for, like, a poem or, like, a book. Like, it sounds like a book from Book Talk. I've known for a while. I didn't confront my parents for a while, but then my sister started throwing the adopted shit worse at me. I knew I needed to confront my parents. They were pissed someone told me and I wouldn't tell them who. Then turned into don't tell my sister or she'll be devastated and it might reconfirm the stuff she says. The other day I told them if they don't stop her and make her treat me better by not saying that shit, then I will tell her and I won't care if it hurts her. They told me I can't, and I warned them they only had a limited time to do better. Get them! Parent your parents. Somebody's gotta fucking do it. They told me it wasn't fair to threaten to do this to her and that they can only do so much. I said there are parents, so they need to do better. You're so fucking right. Your sister is a demon. I hope she literally, like, I hope that ruins her, like, day and parts of her life, because she fucking, it sounds like, by the sounds of it, sounds like she fucking ruined your mental health growing up. Like, this is awful. And I am a victim of this sort of sibling too. I have a very fucking erratic, off the walls, crazy, like, probably conspiracy theorist brother that I haven't spoken to in like 5 years. And, like, just what a fucking lunatic. Like, craziest person I've ever met in my life. There were multiple times when we were children where, like, he, like, tried to fucking kill me. One time he like, I think it was like a snow globe, because, like, I don't really remember this. I was really young. But one time, apparently, he took, like, this big snow globe and was about to bash it over my head. But everyone, like all the adults in the room, like rushed over towards him. He is a fucking menace, and he's also a Trump supporter now, so it's like the dots are connecting. But yeah, so I know how you feel. This is awful. And like, yeah, no, I don't even need to read these comments. You're not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. I would tell her. Yeah, like, I don't know. I maybe take this with a grain of salt. But I would like ruin my sister's life if this was my sister. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Um she's nasty. Oh, wait, when was this posted? 6 hours ago. Okay, I'm gonna save this because I absolutely need an update on this. Like, you need to break the fucking news to her. Oh, you should do it in front of your whole family. Like, set up like a family dinner, and then just embarrass the fuck out of her. Like, oh, girl, you could do her so dirty. Oh wait, they're 14 and 16. Okay, I take everything back. Your sister's still a demon, but I was talking to these people like they were adults, and I was like, they should know better. But like, this 16-year-old, she's the 16-year-old, right? Oh no, she's the 14-year-old. Oh my god, this is even worse. I've never heard of like the younger one being violent towards the older one. That's weird. Um. Anyway, yeah, no. So like, your sister is like going through a really rough time, and she's probably gonna like really fucking regret the way that she treated you when she like learns how to be a fucking human being. And also, the way that your parents just want to like not tell her. I'm sorry, they sound like the worst fucking parents ever. And like, I mean, there's obviously worse. There's like abusive parents and shit like that, but these sound like the type of parents that just don't ever do anything. Like, don't ever try to resolve anything. And that is so fucking annoying. Like, you don't deserve parents that are not gonna stand up for you. That's so undeserving. Like, they don't deserve you if that's how they're just gonna like do things. I don't know. Am I the asshole for insisting my ex-wife and I stick to our court-ordered custody order? My ex-wife and I, in both 30s, have been divorced for almost 5 years, and she's remarried. Ever since her marriage to her current husband, 40s, she has been trying to deviate from our court-ordered custody order for our kids. We split custody 50-50 with 7 days being the way this works. She gets Mother's Day and her birthday. I get Father's Day and my birthday. Her husband's birthday and mine are on the same day, and she wanted it to be shared, but the judge said my birthday took priority for our kids. Same with the Father's Day. Yes, and when your children get older, if they have a good relationship with the stepfather, then they can take time out of that day and also celebrate it with him. Like, the mom just trying to make everything work for her and nobody else. My ex will ask for our kids for 2 or 3 extra days here and there because they go out of town to visit her husband's family, or she'll want the kids an extra day to celebrate his birthday or Father's Day. When I tell her to do it on her own time, she gets pissed at me, but the one time I was somewhat willing to work something out, she didn't want to talk about making up the time. So I don't trust that she would let me have the time back that I gave up, and so I 100% say I 100% say we still to the custody order. Stick to the custody order, I think is what he meant to say. My ex has called me all kinds of names for this, and she told me trying to come between the kids and their family is wrong. That's what she's doing. Like, if this was a problem, then that should have been talked about with the lawyer. Come on. She's extra grumpy about it because she has a child with her new husband now, and they were visiting her in-laws with the baby for the baby's baptism, and the kids couldn't be there since it fell on my custody time. Aw, they weren't there for the baptism. Who fucking cares? She wants to go visit her in-laws more and wants her. That's an excuse too. Like, girl, be real. I told her to do it when she has them, and I was told it was unfair to make her do that. I told her I plan around our schedule, and she is not incapable of doing the same. Her husband also called me a pussy for holding firm on this. He and I do not communicate, but we saw each other at an end of school year meeting, and he said it to my face, got himself removed by school staff for that. Yeah, like, their behavior is like they're trash. These people are probably like white trash. Like, I don't know, that's crazy. Like, you're getting mad at like this dad for the law and the fact that he is like upholding that, or I guess not the law, but like their court order. He's upholding the court order, which is the law that they agreed on. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. Why would you arrange for your child's baptism for a time when you don't have custody? This problem is entirely self-inflicted by the ex. She has 50% custody and can't arrange an event within her time. Yeah, this ex-wife sounds just really unorganized and also entitled, so she makes like all of her failures everybody else's problem. Um, that's like a lot. Like, I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. If as if you're fucking like watching this, but no, I feel really bad for this person that has to deal with this. I also feel really bad for anyone who like splits up and has children, because like I feel like I don't know, maybe this is just like my personal experiences with like parents and friends, parents and stuff like that, but I feel like it's almost always that like one person should get the kids and the other one, because like why did the relationship not work? One of those adults has like a serious problem, if not both. Like, you're just, what the fuck do you have to offer to these children? You couldn't even make a marriage work. Children are like next fucking level compared to a marriage. A marriage is like a piece of cake compared to raising children. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. He said this was a question I had also. She knows when she has our kids. This isn't something new. We both have to plan around the order. Yeah, and like also, it seems like he's being so real about it, cuz like I'm sure like he would also want to like take the kids for extra days if he could, but he probably knows that the mother would like cause problems with that. Like, she'd be like, "Oh, I don't even want to like pretend like there's a scenario. This person pisses me off." Deviating from the custody agreement only works when co-parents are completely amicable and still friends. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I also don't really have a say in this, because if I ever do have kids, it will be like adoption, and it will be like in my 50s, probably 40s, 50s. So like, you know, you know, I'll have I should have like a fucking established relationship by then, or like a marriage or something like that, something that works, so like a child can actually have like stability. um but yeah, let's move on. We don't need to read more comments from that one. That one was like very straightforward. This one's long, but it's talking about an alpha male, and I really want to talk about it. Am I the asshole for reporting my sister's boyfriend to his job after he pranked me with the fake eviction papers? Huh? Okay, so I feel this blew up way more than I expected, and now my sister is pissed at me. I, 26 female, live in an apartment complex my dad owns. I pay reduced rent, but it's still a legal lease. I have a contract. I work full-time. I handle my own bills, so it's not like I'm just mooching my dad. Just wanted to help me save while I get through grad school. We love that. We love a supportive parent. I hope that he doesn't, like, he's not like a shitty landlord, though, because then you're kind of just... For context, I'm in my second year of a master's program in social work. I work part-time at a crisis shelter, and honestly, things have been stressful. A lot of what I do is literally helping people avoid eviction, so that might help explain why this hit me so hard. My sister Emma has been dating Nick, fake names for obvious reasons, for about a year. He's one of those guys who thinks he's the funniest person in the room, but mostly just makes people uncomfortable. Weird jokes that just aren't tasteful pranks, and he thinks of himself as an alpha male type. Trust me, I wish I was kidding. He has done stupid pranks in the past too. One time he swapped out his coworker's decaf coffee for regular as a joke, and the guy had a full-on panic episode at work. He had a heart condition. The man reported him to HR, and Nick just laughed it off and said everyone was just too sensitive and that it was a harmless prank. Not too sure why HR didn't do more, seeing that his coworker had a literal heart condition that could have been worsened by his harmless prank. I hate adults that don't take things seriously. Nick came over a few weeks ago while my sister was helping me move some furniture. I left them alone in the living room for maybe 10 minutes while I ran to get coffee for all of us. When I came back with our drinks, Emma and Nick went quiet. I was a little concerned, but my sister said it was nothing. Emma and I were moving this crazy heavy dresser my grandma had gifted me, and Nick had made a comment like, "If you just got off your lazy ass, you wouldn't have to take people's leftovers." What? Who is he saying that to? I looked at my sister shocked, like, what the fuck? She just told him to knock it off. He just shrugged and went off into the living room. Who did he say that to? A couple days later, I went to check my mail and see envelope in my mailbox. It's an official notice of eviction. That looked pretty convincing. My heart stopped. I thought maybe I missed some clause in the lease or something happened to my dad. Wait, how is he doing this prank when your dad owns the building? And how is she freaking out? She should just call the dad. A couple days, I started to freak out and was crying. I called my dad in a panic. He was just as confused and asked me to send pictures. He said he didn't know anything about it and hadn't authorized anything like that. For a while, oh, he owns the building? Does that mean he's not the landlord? That somebody else is the landlord? I'm confused. Like, wouldn't he issue the eviction notices? For a while, I honestly thought about all sorts of possibilities. Maybe some stalker or random jerk found out where I lived and was trying to scare me, or maybe there was some kind of error. But something I did notice when I inspected the letter, again, I had seen it was sent out with the same company Nick works for. A day or two later, I brought it up while getting drinks with my sister and Nick, along with a few mutual friends of ours. The second I mentioned the envelope and my worry that someone could be messing with me, I noticed Nick starting to act a bit weird. He stopped making eye contact and engaging in conversation and started fidgeting with his phone. My sister had also gone quiet. I kept thinking about that moment in my apartment and how odd it was, plus the company that had served me matching up with Nick's job, and how surprisingly unfazed Emma was when I told her about the eviction notice. Eventually, I had pulled her aside from the rest of the group and had asked Nick if Nick had anything to do with it. After some hesitation, she admitted it was him. Throw your whole sister out. According to my sister, she didn't agree with it. Oh, she did, because she didn't say anything about it. She or maybe she didn't fully agree with it, but she didn't have a problem with it, clearly. According to my sister, she didn't agree with it, and Nick thought the prank would be funny, like a take this as a lesson not to rely on Daddy's help forever. He apparently thought he was being funny and giving me some motivation. I was shocked nonetheless. I was mad at my sister for even letting it go on, and Nick for being so insensitive. Who in their right mind would find this funny? An alpha male, unfortunately. Which it is crazy because, again, I pay rent, I work, and my dad offered the apartment to me because I help manage the property when he's out of town. Here's the part that really angered me. Nick had known I've been struggling. He's heard me talk to my sister about burnout, about feeling overwhelmed with work and school. He's literally sat across from me at dinner while I vented about clients at the shelter being scared of eviction. This is where I might be a bit of an asshole. Nick works in property management, like it's literally his job to handle leases, evictions, inspections, etc. So this wasn't just some random prank. He had used actual template formatting from his company to make it look real. He should get fired, and that should be like, what's it called? Impersonation. Like, you, or not impersonation. What's the word? I don't know. He should be fired though, like definitely fired, because that's crazy. And also the fact that he doesn't understand the, like, how heavy an eviction notice is when his whole job is giving eviction notices tells me everything I need to know about him. It also makes me question if your dad's a terrible person, because why is this just a family of property managers? What is going on? And property managers are famously like terrible people, because like it's kind of hard to withhold like a basic necessity like housing over somebody's head, like for money. Like it's not right. So this wasn't okay. I was livid. My dad was too. After thinking about it for some time, I reported him to his company's ethics hotline. I sent them photos and explained what happened. While they took it seriously, he was fired for inappropriate use of power and other pranks I guess he had done. Now my sister and Nick are blaming it on me. As they should. As they should. You're the reason that he got fired, but his actions were the reason that he got fired also, you know? You just like, you pulled the fucking plug, you know? I fucking love that. I thought that this was gonna be a story where like no justice was got, or no justice was had, or whatever. My sister is saying I ruined his career over a joke. Yes, you did. Or, well, it wasn't a joke, but yeah, you did ruin his career. Oh, I love that. My mom is begging me to apologize because he was just trying to be funny, and Nick has anxiety now. So dad and this girl need to divorce the family and run away because all these people are fucking awful. Nick has anxiety now. Good. Hopefully he knows how it feels. I get that maybe I should have just yelled at him or confronted him directly. No, you should have done what, you know. He doesn't want to act like an adult, so you can go over his head and show that to his, you know, place of work, and they can be like, because that's the thing. She didn't get him fired. She did not get him fired. She exposed him, but his job got him fired because his job doesn't have time for little bitches, little fucking alpha male bitches. I hope he feels very inferior now. But honestly, I was worried if I hadn't reported him now, what other pranks could have... Yeah, you literally stopped a menace. You're like Batman. This is Gotham. You did it. You stopped him. And you didn't kill him. Look at that. Look at that. You could have killed him. I would have killed him. Like, I hate this man. I hate him. Now my mom and sister are saying I took it too far and made it a work thing. What do you mean made it a work thing? My brother did take my side in this, saying if you hadn't have done it, I would have. Yes, brother! Join the sister and the father. And agrees that he is the one who took it too far. I just want this whole thing to be over with, and dealing with this crap from my family plus my schoolwork life has really been taking a toll on me. I just want to know if I'm crazy or not, and thinking that reporting him wasn't a mistake. Thank you for listening to my hopefully not too long ramble. No, it was very much too long. Like, you could have chopped this up in like 3 paragraphs, but instead you did 20. But nonetheless, like, we got a good backstory of who this motherfucking loser is, and I hope that he continues to receive literally nothing from life, because he doesn't deserve it. Just kidding. But like, yeah, people like this I don't think deserve to like have the rights that everyone else does. Like, you don't know how to act, you don't know how to be a human being, you don't have empathy, you're working in a job where you have to like evict people, and you clearly don't understand how heavy that is for people, and you've clearly never been a victim of that because you're willing to make it into a joke. You think it's something that can be made into a joke. Eviction is not something to be joked about, okay? Let's get that clear. Not the asshole. Obviously, you're not the asshole. He used company stationery to send a false eviction notice. He has a habit of this kind of behavior to other employees. Honestly, if I were you, I would cut out your sister until he... No, cut out your sister forever. Like, she's already shown, like, how she wants to treat you. Unless she dumps him and does a full, like, 180 and completely changes, and she admits that she's a dumb fucking asshole, then, you know, if she admits that she's the worst sister ever in the world... Wait... All these Am I the Assholes are kind of like siblings. What's going on? Yeah. And like, I don't know. Obviously not to this extent, but I have also been in like relationships where the like family like was not fucking, like, they just did not treat me or the person I was in a relationship with like kindly, and it's just so weird. It's like they'll be all happy family at like family gatherings, but then behind closed doors they hate each other. Ugh, so gross. I hate families. Get me away from the family dynamic. I hate it. Ooh, okay. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend I don't want to be his therapist girlfriend anymore? Hey guys, I 21 female have been dating my boyfriend 29 male. End it. 7 fucking years. End it. Please end it now. 8 years. End the fucking relationship. End the fucking relationship. Oh my god, this is already pissing me off. Don't fucking piss me off. Holy shit. Oh my god. He's trying to take from you when he's 8 years older than you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. For almost 2 years they've been dating. We live together, and overall he's a good guy, kind, funny, smart. I love him, but I'm exhausted. You're also fucking dumb. You're dating somebody 8 years older than you. And like, this would be different if they were like 32 and 40, but 21, you are so fucking like stupid at 21, it's not even funny. Like, I genuinely believe that 21-year-olds cannot be like, they can't have their shit together. It doesn't matter if like they're a fucking celebrity with millions of dollars. That person is a mess, and there's gonna be a couple years at least until they start to figure it out. I feel like 22, 23 is like when you start to figure things out. And then, I don't know, I'm turning 24 this year, so I'll let you know. Since we started dating, I've always been the person he comes to when he's stressed, upset, or needs to vent, which in theory is fine. I want to support him, but over the last year it's become constant. He hates his job, has a complicated relationship with his family, and struggles with anxiety, which I do empathize with. So I would have a lot of anxiety too if I was doing something wrong, you know? Every day it's a new emotional crisis. I'll come home from work, and before I can even take off my shoes, I'm listening to an hour-long rant about his day. If I try to share anything about my life, it somehow circles back to him and his problems. We haven't had a real, fun, lighthearted conversation in months. I suggested therapy multiple times. He always says, I don't need a stranger, I have you. That's a red flag. I've gently told him that I can't be his everything and that he should talk to a professional, but he brushes it off or says I'm being distant. No, he's just stupid, honey. Please don't listen. This week I finally snapped. I told him, not in a mean way, that I can't be his emotional dumping ground anymore, and that I'm feeling more like his unpaid therapist than his girlfriend. He got really quiet, then said I was being selfish and that relationships are supposed to be about being there for each other. He slept on the couch and has barely spoken to me since. I feel guilty. Maybe I am being cold, but I also feel like I've been too available for too long, and now I'm the bad guy for needing some emotional balance. So here's the thing. You are being manipulated by somebody 8 years older than you, and you're also sleeping with them. And I don't even know how you feel fucking safe being in the same, like, place. It seems like you guys live together. How the fuck do you guys live together? And what? And he argues, or not argues, sorry. He rants about his day for like an hour, like every day. He has like probably like anger issues, or he can't like process things properly or something, because like that's fucking crazy. This guy is he's a man. He's 28. He's dating a 21-year-old. So I don't think therapy is an option. I think, or if he did go to therapy, he would find one of those talk therapists that just kind of screw people up more by just telling him what he wants to hear. I don't understand that. I had a talk therapist that would just tell me what I wanted to hear, and I was like, girl, I can take it. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I wasted so much money on her. And there was actually one time where I was talking about how, like, I feel like part of, like, I feel like a negative quality of myself is that I constantly need to find the most efficient way to do something. Like, I just always feel like I'm losing time. I don't know, it's weird. It's like a fear of mine. And I was telling her about that, and she was like, no way, I have that problem too. And I'm like, girl, I don't think you were supposed to say that. What the fuck? Because then that just told me, like, oh, I'm screwed. I'm fucking screwed. I'm broken. How is he there for you? Because he himself says you have to be there for each other. You are there for him, but he has repeatedly shown that he cannot be there for you. You need a partner that listens to you as well as you listening to them. This is an actual high maintenance dude. I have a friend who's married to a therapist. At one point he said he doesn't want to sleep with her anymore because she was more therapist than partner. Ask him whether he wants that to happen. If not, he should see a therapist. Yeah. Also, how are you a therapist and you're therapizing the person you're dating? Shouldn't you know better? What the fuck? Actually, no. Literally anyone could become a therapist. That's one of those, like, jobs, like, fucking becoming a therapist or a teacher. Anyone can do it. You don't have to be smart to do those jobs. Because a lot of them, like, I've had therapists who have zero emotional intelligence. And it's like, how did you understand psychology if you don't have emotional intelligence? Like, because I guess those people, this is why I fucking hated school. Because school wasn't actually about learning. It was about, like, memorizing and performing our, like, skills of memorizing. And I think that that's a lot of times what jobs like, teaching, psychology, stuff like that. Like, I actually don't think I've ever had a good therapist. I had my last therapist. I really liked her as a person, and I thought she was cool. She was an artist also. And but yeah, like, talk therapy is not for me. I already knew everything she was telling me. I can't believe somebody is. Yeah, okay. Somebody finally said it. I know you've probably heard it before, OP, but 29-year-olds get with 21-year-olds because they think they'll put up with shit that women their own age won't. They think that they'll put up with shit that women their own age won't. Let me say it again for the people in the back. They think they'll put up with shit that women their own age won't. Ugh, that was crazy. I think that's enough for today. Like, I'm like getting the ick from Reddit right now. Like, I'm gonna have to take a little Reddit break, because that was a lot, guys. That was like a fucking lot. Like, what? And also, a common theme with Am I the Assholes is just, they're always, I don't know what it is, it's always either a crazy man of any background. All these men are fucking crazy. Or if it's not a crazy man and the man in the situation is normal, it's the crazy wife or the crazy mother. Like, there's no in between. There's no fucking in between. Like, even in that story with the two sisters, the one of them was like literally a demon to the other one. I blame the parents mostly. Like, I can't really blame a 14-year-old for being awful, because all 14-year-olds are kind of awful. I feel like it's like 14. Actually, no, all kids are awful, honestly. Like, but like specifically like 14 to like 21-ish is when, like, I feel like people are at their fucking worst. Like, demons, like fucking demons. And obviously it's not like something that we should judge the same way that we would judge like an adult that's being a demon, because we have to consider the fact that, like, a lot of children out there are like completely on their own. A lot of children like have zero benefit from, you know, having the parents that they have or the siblings that they have or the teachers that they have. Like, you know, like we gotta consider that, you know, when a child is being awful, that's not normal. So we should look at the adults in their lives. Just saying. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you made it to the end, give it a like and a comment and hit the subscribe button. I think I have 8 subscribers. I think I have like 8 now. Yeah, that's so exciting, you guys. And I also just started my gaming channel, Speedy12TTV, and you can follow me on Twitch there too. I am going to be streaming in probably like 2-3 hours. So yeah, if you want to watch me stream, I mean, you won't be able to catch this stream if you're just watching this video, because this video is coming out tomorrow. But I would love to, like, you know, see some chats from some of my YouTube fam. That would be so fun. And but also, like, I don't expect it, because I mostly play Dead by Daylight, and it's like you either like that game or you don't. There's really no in between. And I feel like it's hard to like that game because it's kind of a mess. But I fell in love with it before I knew it was a mess. So here I am in a toxic relationship with Dead by Daylight. Not to toot my own horn. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, nap. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. And I'll see you next time.